everybody, and welcome to this trailer reaction here from the
Geek Buddies.
Hey! That's right. Yeah. We are here. It's halftime of the NFL playoff game, and the trailer just dropped. This new trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3, one that we are looking forward to. I mean, we are just weeks away. Shannon comes out in March. Unfortunately, Michael Vogel couldn't join us for this one. You got the two of us writing side by side with each other on this one, having some fun. What are you excited about here? What are you most looking forward to seeing in this Season 3 trailer? I mean, we've seen a couple of things before, a couple trailers and some teaser stuff already. So what are you looking forward to seeing in this one?
You know what? I mean, the appearances that we got of Mando and Grogu in Book of Boba Fett were the highlights of that show.
Yeah.
So my hope right now is we just get more of that. I mean, we know that the series is going to Mandalore.
Right.
And yeah, I mean that's kind of my hope right now. I'm curious what other characters might pop up, but more excitedly, I'm excited to see Din Djarin and Grogu again, especially because I was just watching The Last of Us. I'm a big Pedro Pascal fan. So.
Yeah. What a fantastic first episode as well. Yeah, my review is already up on the channel. I'm sure we're going to do a Geek Buddies review of it as well later on this week. But certainly, yeah, Pedro Pascal really this is the season of Pedro Pascal for sure. Because, I mean, I think his Last of Us is maybe about to end. The Mandalorian is going to start, and so it's going to be very interesting to see him on 2 streaming services being in command of that situation. I want to see more with Mandalore. I want to see where Bo-Katan is all of this. Are we getting some Moff Gideon action? Who's going to pop up in here? Are we getting some Jedi? Remember, Luke saved Grogu at the end of season 2, but then, of course, what we saw in the Book of Boba Fett, how he came back in Ahsoka Tano and all of this, and Grogu ended up choosing going back to Din Djarin. So where are we at now in all of this situation? Plus his cult, what the whole situation. He's got to go to Mandalore, got to go get clean in the waters or bathed in the waters of Mandalore. What is he going to atone for here? So what kind of stuff are we going to see that's going to give us even more of a wider scope of what this world is going to be like in season 3? Because look, Andor is really up the ante, so you hope the Mandalorian can meet that level with what it's doing here in season 3. Well, let's not delay you any longer. Let's get into this trailer here for the Mandalorian season 3. It's about 1 minute and 45 seconds, so strap in and here we go.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy.
Oh, wow.
What are we?
Oh, look at that new armor.
What do we stand for?
Those are colors.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight.
Wow.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Oh. Oh, look at it. Look at it.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Oh!
May the force be with you!
Is that Chopper? Who is that?
This is the way.
I don't think that was Chopper.
Okay.
There's something dangerous happening out there.
Wow.
And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Oh!
Hang on, kid.
Oh.
Ah.
This is the way.
Oh, damn. Badass on that one there.
Oh, I lost you. Where'd you go? We'll find out momentarily.
I passed out from that. It was incredible. Just everything went dark. Oh my God. What did you think, Shannon? Go ahead. Were you in the middle of telling people what you thought? What'd you think?
I mean, I was saying like, hey, maybe this is gonna keep going. Maybe we're gonna do it again. Yeah. I mean, my favorite shot is one that we already saw in that first trailer of all of those Mandalorians kind of being dropped out of that ship.
Yeah.
That's just it's just a cool shot. It's just, one of my favorite scenes in season 1 was in episode 3, the first one Deborah Chow directed, which was all of those Mandalorians fighting together. It's just visually, it's just so dynamic. But knowing that Grogu is, riding in his little levitating stroller, and watching him, kick ass and take names, that's a blast. And just seeing the actor from Kim's Convenience, who was in season 2, whose name is escaping me right now. I want to say Paul Young Lee, I think. Okay. But seeing that, I love the fact that we have a continuation from season 2, that this is a guy who is going to be in this universe, who has had some association with Din Djarin, and is now living in this story. And the fact that he's back in his Naboo N1 starfighter, or as I called it, Jin 1, and I got some eye rolls, but there's less eyes to roll right now, so I'm sticking with it. Yeah, dude, I think it looks like more of the same, with some new corners being explored. And for this, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, 100% agree. I really enjoyed this trailer. We'd seen some really good stuff in the previous trailers that we'd gotten, and certainly some of that showed up here. Certainly Grief Karga walking out. Grief Karga were looking badass in that robe. I mean, the new Lando Calrissian, in essence, looking so badass.
Okay, I'm
just saying the style. He has some style, man. He's looking good. And speaking of style, it's great to see the different colors on the Mandalorian armor of the different people that are showing up throughout, or different Mandalorians that are showing up throughout the trailer as well. Certainly much more expansive, seeing the ruins of Mandalore, but then seeing the shots of the huge city and the floating vehicle, the vehicles there, and seeing the Doctor from season 1 as well, and of course the end of what we got there with him, and also it had shades of the prequel trilogy in the way that was shot as well, which I thought was cool. What is the unearthing of the helmet? What does the helmet out of the dust mean? I got questions about that. And also seeing more of what his journey is and what he's trying to do. He's almost, from the dialogue that you hear, the voiceover, almost kind of sliding into this position of being a leader of the Mandalore. So will he, like, in some way move into position over the armor and lead a new sect of Mandalorians? Will it be him and Bo-Katan leading it together in a way? So there's a lot going on as I watch this trailer. And then, of course, seeing Grogu at the end using his force powers without passing out, without going to sleep. So certainly getting stronger and stronger in the force. What is that going to look like as this goes along? We've seen teenage Groot, and we saw what happened with teenage Groot. Are we going to get an impertinent Grogu that causes some issues here with some fun issues here with Din Djarin? So some good things to explore, some fun things to take a look at, certainly from this trailer.
I mean, I think ingesting those eggs was the peak thus far of Grogu's impertinence from season 2. But yeah, I mean, knowing that Din Djarin is very much still a part of this, the children of the Watch, I think it's called. This, Mandalore, this sect of, extreme Mandalorians, and that, looking at the rest of them, obviously, we're watching them in action. They could pop those helmets off at any time. Or are these members of this sect? I mean, have they all kind of been reunited after, the semi-culling that they had in season 1? Yeah, dude. Like, again, watching Mandalorians all fight as a team. I mean, it's just badass looking.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go. That's our not spoiler, but our trailer reaction to the Mandalorian season 3 trailer. Just dropped tonight here during the NFL playoffs. So much fun that we got in this trailer. What did you think about it? Let us know in the comments section below. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media so all these people can get involved and be a part of the Geek Buddies stuff as well. Shannon, what do we have to tell them?
Yeah, if you'd like to follow us on social media, on Twitter, it's at @geek_buddies, on Instagram at @the_geek_buddies. If you'd like to follow me on social media, on Twitter, it's at Shannon_McClung, on Instagram at Shannon the Geek Buddy. If you would like to follow the absent Mr. Vogel, it is at MKToon. If you would like to follow the very present and very pleasant Mr. Rocha, it is at The Rocha Says.
All right, y'all, take care of yourselves. Be well. Look out for our main show coming up later on this week, and some other stuff coming up. Of course, we got a Bad Batch review coming up this week as well. All here from the
Geek Buddies.